Good morning, world. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Right, I have a banner behind me. Maybe a lot of you haven't seen before, but it's kind of the secret to my journey through life. Now, I've learned a lot about leadership through my military service career and being an entrepreneur and all the college degrees I have. But I did not always know how to communicate and put that education I had to get things done, to make a difference, to show others that they too can be somebody. Now, once again, my name is Joseph Skoda. I'm from the great state of Ohio, and I love it so much. And throughout the last couple of years, especially since joining Toastmasters, which we teach people about leadership and communication, I've found a way to give other people hope, purpose, and more importantly, listen up, share their wow factor. Their wow factor, the factor when they hit little baby steps, little accomplishments, little successes in their life, that they're able to sit back and say, yeah, I did that. I got it done. I get her done. You know what I'm talking about. If you look behind me, there's a lot of different shows. Now, this is all part of the Social Media Shows Network, which I'm so proud to be a part of. And due to the communication, due to this network, due to the friendships, we were able to help so many other entrepreneurs who did not even know they were entrepreneurs have a voice. We helped them find their own wow factor. We helped them enjoy their own little successes. And that's a big deal because a lot of us want to wait till we hit that $1 million or the new car or a down payment on a nice house before we celebrate. You and I can celebrate waking up in the morning. You and I can celebrate getting the kids off to school. You and I can celebrate doing a video like this with the minimum ahs and ers and you knows. Thank you, Toastmasters, for that one. Those are little steps we need to be acknowledging, not just for us, but for our friends, our family, our associates. Look at some of these shows. Kitchen Raiders, great show. Environmental technology, social media shows, obviously, James Presley music, Let's Talk World. It goes on and on. We celebrated a second anniversary not too long ago, and where's one of my favorites? In the Office with Joseph Skoda, which is what this is right here. In the Office, where we empower others to do things they didn't know they could do. Now, like I said, I had a 21-year career in the military. I thought I knew it all, had great success, several college degrees. Yet I still didn't have my act together. I wasn't making all the money I wanted to. I wasn't making a difference like I intended to. Now look at this other one. GI Connections. That's a nonprofit I was able to start a couple years ago due to the network, due to the friends, due to the self-confidence and self-development that I've been able to gain each and every year. And that's what I'm talking about, those wow factors. You and I should always have an elevator pitch or a good testimony of what we learned through our journey of life. What we learned this morning or yesterday. We cannot minimize those little things. Hey, I learned how to make a milkshake for the first time. I learned how to make pods de bihon, or learned how to make pork adobo, or whatever it is. Those aren't always easy. And what about the first time you made a cake? Did it flop in the middle? I know mine did. But I learned how to make a perfect cake and put the icing on properly and put those sprinkles everywhere. Part of the wow factor, where I could dress up in a costume and walk into a group of environmental engineers and have an intelligent conversation. Can you have an intelligent conversation wherever you are? It's not easy. Sometimes we don't know what we're talking about. But would it be nice if someone around you thought that you even had a clue? That's a wow factor. Maybe you grew up with some great parents, a great family that supported you through your childhood and your life. And they encourage you to become more and do more and learn more and be more. And I know some of us didn't have that great upbringing, and that's sad. But us as adults, so we don't want to bring up our past to our present. Sure, it's part of who we are, but it's not all who we are. I'm the first one in my family. I'm the only one among my siblings and parents to have a college education. I'm the only one that finished a career. Well, my father did when he worked for General Motors. I'm the only one who traveled the world and continuously does so every chance I can. Obviously, it's a little difficult this last year because I had to do something up here. I had to change that mindset. I had to change my outlook on life. I had to surround myself with the right people. And guess what? The right people change from time to time. Someone who helped me out yesterday, maybe mentored, guided me, may not be the same person I want today or tomorrow. Because my goals change, my dreams change, and I need someone to help me become even better than ever before. Now, have you ever outgrew like a relationship, for instance? It was great at the time, but one of you matured more quickly than the other one, and the breakup happened. That hurts. But it happens in jobs, it happens in our businesses, it happens in all of our relationships, where sometimes we outgrow something or someone, and we need to be pushed or associate ourselves with someone or something that can help us achieve even greater levels. The problem a lot of us have, especially with exes, we want to blame them for everything that went wrong in our life. Well, because she wouldn't let me do this, and because she tied my hands down there, and because we always had to buy shoes, or whatever it is. Yeah, those are petty things. And sure, when it comes to finances and time, that is difficult and very challenging. But understand, they help make us who we are. Our past relationships hopefully made us stronger because we learned a few things. If it made you weaker, and it may have for a moment or two of our life, sure, I can relate to that. But overall, you can go back and learn how to reflect. Say, yeah, that sucked, but I still wish the best for you, and thank you for the experiences. I hope you have a good life too. And we should not burn bridges, because that's part of the wow factor. Well, due to the fact that my wife made us travel every few months, now I have a better appreciation for different cultures, different foods, different walks of life that I would have never had if someone did not push me to travel and experience the better things of life. You ever think about that? That's part of our wow factor, our appreciation, our reason to live and have a purpose. Now, that's something I talk about a lot, especially with GI Connections up here, is a lot of veterans get out of the military where we had a career, a job, full-time job, educational opportunities, travel. Sometimes we didn't like to travel places they sent us, but a lot of them get tired of being ordered, being told what to do, not being home very often because we're deployed, and I totally understand that, and thinking you could transition to a civilian and have more control of their lives. Sure, you have more control of your lives, but if you didn't set yourself up properly and get the education, the skills, the network, influence that you may or may not have, it may not have been a smooth transition. I know. I suffered and struggled for many years, even though I had a master's degree in business. Pretty smart up here. Still was in fairly good shape once upon a time. Was really active. But I did not do my research because the community I retired into did not have an opening for another MBA in our economy, in our society. Say, how can that be? It's a business. That should work at any organization. Right. There's probably a dozen MBA occupations in my town or my city, and there's only going to be an opening when someone retires or unfortunately dies. Because that's how life really is. There are no guarantees. And if you like what you're doing, why would you stop? Why would you quit? And that's part of the wow factor too. Even though I could not find work right away, I stumbled across entrepreneurship. And quite frankly, it started with the swap meet. I started buying electronics and tools and clothing, some used, some new, and selling at the swap meet. As I made a few dollars, I did some other things and got involved with network marketing, made a few dollars, traveled to events, and I got to meet the right people. People that care, people that help me find my own wow factor. And how do you find this wow factor? It's just a testimony. It's a testimony. It's something. You learn how to make a cupcake. You say, wow, it took me 10 tries, but today I got it going on. You know how important that is? And you know what inspiration you can give to other people? Look at all these names and organizations and shows behind me. People that did not always have it together. People who struggled in their own lives, in their own career. But they partnered up with us. And we helped empower. We helped show a purpose. We helped, like I said, give them a voice to share what they know and what they learned through their own lives. And it's not always pretty. Let me tell you, life is not always pretty. What's so important is to appreciate those baby steps we made, those challenges we've had, the people in our lives that came and went and come, well, you know what I mean, in and out of our lives. Sometimes they come back. And there's a reason for everything. Don't be angry because someone comes back into your life. Don't be angry because someone came into your life and things kind of went tipsy-turvy. You know what I'm saying. There's a reason for everything. You and I should be learning. And hold on to your pocketbooks. Don't get me wrong. Don't just spend money on every single thing you see going out there. But take time to listen. Take time to observe. Take time to reflect. And the more you can listen, observe, and reflect, and really seriously take time to do so, you can find your own passion. You can find or rediscover what makes you tick and wants to help you get out of bed in the morning. You may just find out who you're attracted to and what you can do to make that person attracted to you also. Now, I know as a guy, we often get things mixed up and we think one way, but reality's a different way. And I'm sure a lot of you ladies experience that also. Keep your minds open. No one's perfect. We're all sinners. We all make mistakes. We all have challenges, and a lot of us have sicknesses, illnesses, death, negativity in our families. But we're always trying to put our best step forward because we always want to show the best impression. And that's another point. You don't have to necessarily fake it till you make it. Maybe a little bit. You still want to show your best side. If you are a complainer or angry all the time or bitter, you're pushing people away. I don't care what political party you voted for. I don't care which actors or actresses you like or don't like. I don't care what nationality. Don't be that complainer. Be the open-minded person. Attract people. We don't have to like everyone. That's okay. But darn it, you must respect each other. We must respect one another. We must encourage each other. You want to have a happier society? Uplift someone. Encourage. Lead the way. Don't point, well, you should have done that. Or I told you so. Don't be that person. Be different. If you're different, if you're unique, if you're sincere, you're going to have lots of wow factors to talk about. Come look me up. JosephSkoda.com, in the office, Empowerment with Maria and Joe, GI Connections, or any of the people behind me through social media shows. And maybe we can make the right connection and share a wow factor. And as we're talking about celebrating and acknowledging those baby steps, those little accomplishments, take a time to celebrate. Take a time to celebrate. It doesn't have to be a bottle of tequila or anything else, but just take a little time to appreciate and share with others the different accomplishments you made. Yep, make a little mess. It doesn't matter. Don't get drunk every time you make an accomplishment, but find a way to celebrate it. Because once again, you have a wow factor the world needs to see. Have fun. Anyways, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. I look forward to seeing you. Look me up. Have a great day.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provides.
As we continue to grow and build a brand, social media shows continue to develop and discover new possibilities to help one another. Our affordable services will help us move to the next level of our journey. Host your own show to inspire or entertain others for as low as $150 per month.
We have 20 shows a week, live stream.
We are looking for sponsors. We showcase your business products and services on our network to be seen by your target market for as low as $200 a month.
That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations.
Let us promote and advertise your event, giving your venue the red carpet treatment. This platform allows venues that feature entertainment, singers, bands, DJs, comedy, fashion, corporate events, and family events to be showcased in a new direction that also involves your audiences starts at $200 an hour. We also provides video editing, website builder, commercial video for your business, music videos, photography, provided by our affiliates. As we build our community, we pay it forward. Our nonprofit organization GI Connections is all about giving back to our community. Join us create outreach programs to help our community and live a happy, peaceful, and unity. Let us bring the world to you.
Hey, hello everyone. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Today I happen to be in San Diego, California. One of my favorite places in California. Problem is I live up on the Central Coast. So I have to drive through LA, Los Angeles to get there. It's not always fun. The traffic kills you. And don't get me wrong, San Diego has a lot of traffic also. Now I'm not in San Diego City right now. I'm just a little north of there in a town called Escondido off the I-15. It's still more peaceful. We're more up in the mountains and still about 30 minutes from the beach. Now, I live near the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the beach, and I see it on a regular basis. But down in San Diego, it's just a little bit warmer than where I live. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to move. I really love where I live, anyways, because we don't have as much congestion as we do down here. But if you can listen in the background, hear that? Those are birds. Those are birds. I happen to be at a resort in the area right now. And to the left of me, just off the balcony, we have a golf course. Have to have a golf course at every resort, of course. People are out there having a lot of fun. I'm not really a golfer. I have 2 sets of clubs, but I haven't really golfed in almost 10 years. I may take it up this year. Who knows? I'll find the time to do so. And next to the golf course, we happen to have the swimming pool and a water slide, literally, I don't know, 70, 80 yards from my balcony right now. Now, thankfully, it's early enough where I don't hear a lot of splish and splashing going on. I did last night quite a bit. But then again, today's Sunday. A lot of people are packing up, getting ready to go home. I have to go to jobs. I have to go to school if you're a child, whatever it may be. So I'm feeling pretty good, a little relaxed because I know people are checking out of this resort to go back to their normal lives. Well, this is my normal life, or used to be my normal life till the pandemic hit and some other uncertainties happened. But can you imagine just going to a resort anytime you want to go and be treated like a VIP? When you get there, your kitchen set up with the dishes and the plates, pots and pans, oven, things like that. Having the pool next to you, having the finest restaurants where you don't have to go too far. Those are fun times. Now, I realized a few months ago, I was going to different resorts. There were no dishes. There were no silverware. You pretty much had to bring your own because no one felt safe back then. Totally understand. Totally get it. And that's all right. But as we're transitioning back to a semi-normal life, we have more of those opportunities that we did before. Hey, nothing wrong. Bring your own silverware if you feel safer. Bring your own plates. Definitely always bring a thermos or a couple glasses with you if you feel better that way. Nothing's wrong with that. But find a place, find a solace in your own life where you can sit back and enjoy it once again. I'm in this beautiful rocking chair, like I said, on the balcony. It's beautiful. Yesterday, I was able to make some steaks on the grill, ribeyes. Now, that's nice. I do it at home quite often, but out here where it's not my home, just throw them on there and you can smell it. And you're having people walk by like, ooh, what you got there? Have any extra? Those are fun times where you can truly enjoy where you're at and not worry about it. Not worried about if you can afford the ribeyes. Not worried about what you're going to eat tomorrow night. Not worried about the fuel prices. Well, I am worried about the fuel prices. It's ridiculously high. And when I got gas yesterday, it's $4.29. $4.29 a gallon. Are you kidding me? There's no excuse for that, especially when we pump so much right here in America as it is. So it's everywhere, and we should never have to be forced with those kind of things. But regardless of that, there's always a momentum, a song to our lives that should keep us on track. I love listening to the nature, the birds. Now, my last home I used to live in, we had a lot of gophers. I didn't like to see or hear them very much. It was fun catching them. But anyways, there's a reason for nature. And you hear the birds chirp, and I don't know if it's because of the pool or because of the golfers or because of the humans. Because quite frankly, us as humans often leave food behind. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes we don't even know it. Pump it out of our mouth, whatever it is, out of our bag of chips. And the birds are usually happy. And not saying everything that we drop out is even good for them or they even like it. We need to be careful about that a little bit. But the birds are enjoying the trees, the nature, the natural beauty themselves, and the weather, and they're sharing it with one another. How often did you and I share a great experience with someone? There's certain birds that say, hey, come over here for this good food, or come over there and check out the knuckleheads on the golf course, whatever it is. And humans will often say, hey, check out this movie, Or hey, I recommend you go shopping here in this restaurant. It's wonderful. And if you ever get to San Diego, check out the zoo or whatever it may be because it's exciting. How many of us have businesses? Now, obviously, if you have a hardware store or you're running a thrift shop or Kmart, well, those don't exist anymore, whatever it is. And we talk to friends and family, we come, you need to come visit my store. But how many of us network marketers have businesses in travel and beauty products and health and fitness and coffee, for instance? And we're asking people, hey, come see, because I believe this is the best thing in the world. You need to check out my coffee, the CBD oils, whatever it is. This works for my anxiety, and people frown upon it. Well, if I can't find it in the store, why would I want to buy it from you? Well, quite frankly, we as entrepreneurs are sharing something we're passionate about. We're sharing something we know works. We're sharing something we know tastes great. Now, nothing's, not everything's for everyone, and not every entrepreneur knows what they're doing, but give us the benefit of the doubt. Now, a couple of years ago, I joined this company called World Ventures. World Ventures, look it up, where we help people travel around the world at 4 or 5-star locations for 2 and 3-star prices. Does that make sense? Well, anyways, you kind of get a free upgrade. And as we're shopping and doing other things and renting cars and eating out and ordering other stuff, we develop a few more points that go toward our travel club. Now, the travel club, it's like anything else. You earn points like your mileage, or if you go to Hawaii, whatever it is. But the rewards are so much greater because you literally have a VIP treatment every time you go on vacation somewhere. Now, we've done several cruises through the Bahamas, and we spent time in the Philippines and time in Hong Kong, and obviously California, Arizona, Florida, and so many other places that we visited. And it's a little bit different than someone just going and getting a hotel somewhere. Or quite frankly, just getting a timeshare. You're stuck for certain weeks, and sometimes it's blackout days. When you have the VIP treatment, you literally go online, you check out, say, I want to go to Argentina in August. And you go there and have a whole tour of what's going on. And then there's separate excursions, which usually cost a lot of extra money if you're trying to do it on your own. If you're part of the club that I'm part of, you're sharing with other travelers from around the world who are doing similar excursions just like you are. Like, I love scuba diving. I was able to do that in the Bahamas. What was it last year? It was the year before all this stuff happened. But we're getting back to a semi-normal. And we're starting to plan our vacations more and more throughout the year because, quite frankly, we need it. We deserve it. We need to get out there and enjoy what the birds are enjoying right here, right now. Whether you like golf, whether you like swimming, whether you like skiing, we're just sitting back in an old rocking chair on a balcony making a ribeye steak. It really doesn't matter. But I encourage you very, very strong. Write this down. VIP vacation club.com. VIP vacation club.com. And learn a little bit more about this vacation club I'm involved with. What makes it so exciting is now when we're doing family reunions, we can all meet somewhere and I don't have to worry about catering anything. We can all enjoy the experience together and have our separate excursions. Now, how often you have a family reunion, you're going to a lake, which is great. Half the family likes the lake, half the family likes fishing, the other half doesn't so much. But can you imagine going on one of these trips where there might be a lake, but there's things going off on the side too, maybe racing cars. A few years ago, I was racing Ferraris with my son through Colorado, or on the side, maybe just shopping. So you can enjoy the lake, you enjoy racing cars, you enjoy shopping, whatever you like to do. Can you imagine having a reunion like that? Maybe you don't want your whole family there, maybe just a select few, but you get to pick and choose and share with you what you know, share with them what you know, and have a better experience. Because quite frankly, it doesn't matter if you have a $1,000 golf club or the best swimming trunks or the best scuba gear on your back. Well, that's kind of important if you're actually diving. But what's important is our experiences with our kids, our friends, our loved ones, our neighbors, you get the picture. We all have to make a living. We all have to earn an income of some sort. So of course we do. We all have bills to pay. I have bills to pay. I tell you that $4.29 a gallon of gas. Yeah, that's thankfully I have the resources, but it can and possibly will continue to rise. Ouch! Are you prepared for that rise? Are you prepared for the uncertainty if another pandemic hits and maybe you're unemployed again or underemployed? Are you prepared for being stuck indoors with your own family where you can't breathe all the time? Are you prepared for when the doors do open again, what you're going to do, who you're going to see, where you're going to go, and with whom? That's the whole key of the day. I'm still hearing the birds in the background, but I don't see no gophers. I do see golfers on the course. I'm sure within an hour or so, those that are in a similar situation with me will be enjoying the pool, having a good old time, waiting for everyone else to leave to go to their jobs, while we're trying to enjoy the finer things of life. What are the finer things? Only you know what the finer things are to you. It doesn't matter. It's regardless. The point is, find your happy place. Join the vacation club and have experiences like you never had before. Now I was in the military. Of course, I've traveled and lived all over the world. I had some wonderful times and experiences. And a lot of times I deployed to other countries and nations where my family couldn't join me. And quite frankly, it wasn't always safe, and we did not go to the resort areas of those countries anyways. But now I can go to those resort areas, and now I can bring my family. And now I feel a lot safer because I'm not in parts unknown. I picked and chose where I want to go. I picked and chose when I wanted to go. I picked and chose what I wanted to bring with me. You understand? You and I have options. You and I have obligations. You and I deserve the best life that we can live. We're not all going to live in mansions, and we don't have to enjoy a mansion or a millionaire lifestyle. It's all about the experiences you have and who you met and who you brought into your inner circle and into your life, whether for a long period of time or a short period of time. You and I truly can enjoy a better life, a better future. Dress funny. You know those guys on the golf course with the funny shorts or funny slacks they have on. You know what I'm talking about. You can have your own pair if you don't already and choose them from another country. If you're afraid to travel outside the United States at this time, hey, I don't blame you. I understand. I totally get it. And we see more and more people going airplanes and sure we're wearing masks, but we're still elbow to elbow, sometimes shoulder to shoulder on some of those seats. Whatever you do, when you get back on that plane, when you get back in the traffic, when you get back to try and enjoy with somebody you love, make sure your destination is worth it. Make sure the experience you're going to have with whomever you're with is worth it. Make sure you be all that you can be, do all that you can do, have faith and belief in all that you need to. And check out the Vacation Club, VIP-vacation-club.com. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. I hope to see you on the slopes, in the pool, in the mountains, wherever it may be, as soon as we can. So have yourself a great day. I can't see very well without my glasses. Boom, boom. Bye now.